We all know that feeling. Life throws a curveball, leaving us reeling. Maybe it's a sudden job loss, a health scare, or a relationship gone sour. It feels like the ground beneath us has crumbled. But what if I told you there's a philosophy, thousands of years old, that holds the key to not just surviving these inevitable setbacks, but actually using them to our advantage? Enter Stoicism. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming an unfeeling robot. It's about understanding what we can and cannot control, accepting the things we can't change, and focusing our energy on what truly matters, our reactions and our choices. Imagine, for a moment, a blacksmith forging a sword. The intense heat of the fire isn't something to be feared, but embraced. It's this very heat that tempers the steel, transforming it from something brittle into a weapon of incredible strength and resilience. Stoicism empowers us to become the blacksmiths of our own lives, using challenges as fuel to forge an unbreakable spirit. This video will delve into the heart of Stoicism, exploring its core principles and how they can empower you to navigate life's inevitable challenges with hope, strength, and a renewed sense of purpose. The cornerstone of Stoicism lies in its unique perspective on adversity. Stoics don't view challenges as misfortunes to be avoided at all costs, but rather as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Think of it like this: every obstacle, every setback, is like a curveball thrown our way in the game of life. We can either let it strike us out, sending us spiraling into frustration and despair, or we can step up to the plate and knock it out of the park. How do we do this? By reframing our perception. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable roadblocks, we can choose to see them as valuable lessons in disguise. Each obstacle presents an opportunity to practice patience, resilience, and resourcefulness. When we encounter failure, which is inevitable in any life fully lived, we can choose to see it not as an indictment of our worth, but as a stepping stone on the path to success. Take the story of Thomas Edison, for example. He famously experienced thousands of failed attempts before successfully inventing the light bulb. Edison understood that each failure was simply a stepping stone, a necessary experiment on the road to achieving his goal. He didn't allow setbacks to define him. Instead, he used them as fuel to learn, adapt, and ultimately, to triumph. This is the power of turning adversity into advantage, the Stoic way. Now, you might be wondering, what's the end goal of all this? For Stoics, it's not about amassing wealth, achieving fame, or indulging in fleeting pleasures. It's about living a life of eudaimonia. Eudaimonia can be understood as human flourishing or living well. It's about aligning ourselves with nature, with reason, and with virtue. It's about living in accordance with our values, fulfilling our potential, and experiencing a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Think of a tree deeply rooted in the earth. It weathers storms, endures harsh conditions, yet it continues to grow, to flourish. That's the essence of eudaimonia. It's not about seeking constant happiness or avoiding negative emotions altogether. Life, as we know, is full of ups and downs. Eudaimonia is about navigating those inevitable highs and lows with equanimity, with a sense of inner balance that can't be shaken by external circumstances. Imagine a captain skillfully navigating his ship through a raging storm. He adjusts his sails, steers the ship with a steady hand, and ultimately weathers the storm. A key aspect of attaining eudaimonia lies in developing what we call emotional resilience. This is our ability to bounce back from adversity, to cope with stress and challenges without being completely overwhelmed. It's about cultivating an inner strength that allows us to face life's curveballs with courage and composure. Think of a reed swaying in the wind. It bends with the gusts, adapting to the changing forces, but it doesn't break. Stoicism provides us with practical tools to build this resilience. One such tool is the practice of negative visualization. It's about taking a few moments each day to contemplate the potential setbacks we might face. By mentally rehearsing for adversity, we diminish its power over us. We realize that even if the worst were to happen, we would be able to handle it. This practice helps us appreciate what we have, fosters gratitude, and prepares us to face challenges with greater equanimity. Another powerful tool is the Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control. We often waste precious energy worrying about things that are ultimately outside our sphere of influence: the weather, the opinions of others, the past. Remember, true resilience is not about avoiding adversity, but embracing it with grace and strength.